Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jolt here, trying to get back into things and just creating content. So this is going to be quick and dirty, just for the sake of getting the information out there so that hopefully we can develop it further and make things even better. So Sindel recently released in Mortal Kombat 11 for early access, and I've been called to her Variation 2. In tournament modes called Loud and Clear. Right now I just renamed her, or not renamed, but rather gave the tournament abilities to her default variation 2. So one thing that this variation has is this move called Maleficent March. It's basically a screen. She's got the Banshee behind her and she walks forward. Now this scream can be cancelled, so she can just kind of walk forward, hang out. One thing I noticed was when you cancel this screen, it's pretty much always negative. It is always negative, no matter what you do, and it's kind of the case. It's literally always negative. Now, if you do it on block, it is hilariously negative. So, and these are the cancels. So, this is minus 24. So when I first saw that, I thought, okay, so basically what you're telling me is I should never, ever, for any reason, cancel this move. That seems insane. There's also a amplified version. That is minus 14, also unsafe. If you do it as far back as possible, part of it'll whiff, but you're at a slightly better range than you are otherwise. Characters like Jackie can dash punch punish that at all times from all ranges. So I was messing with this move a bit and I thought, okay, well what can I do to make it better? Obviously they let you cancel it for a reason, and so first thing I thought was, okay, well maybe, you know, I want to use it to get in and cancel. I see them trying to jump at me or something like that, and that's pretty good use for it. I don't think it's a bad use. But then I found something else, a little more from the Maleficent March. So I've already done some pre-recordings. Let me set the AI to not block, and then I'll kind of show you the idea a little bit. So if you do, let's do the string 421 into the march, you can cancel it, and you are minus 3. So usually, for the most part, when you're canceling things, you're not wanting to cancel to be minus. Why would you want to spend a resource to be negative? But then I started messing with this a little bit more, and I think it's not that bad. So in this case, minus 3 keeps you safe. Let's go ahead, pull up the recording. Let's do playback 4. Okay, so you actually have to get hit, because this is only on hit situations. On block, you try to cancel the string and you die. But with this string, on hit, you are only minus 3. So that means you can't be punished. You're safe. It's not bad. So then I found some more applications. Let's take this a step further. And I'll just show you first. So one thing you can do, if you do that into the Banshee, if you notice, that is a combo. It's 159 damage. That's the normal Banshee. If you want, you can spin the bar, amplify it. That's an option. And that does 204 damage. So I started thinking, what we can do with the combination of these two things is we can do 421 cancel the Banshee. Notice where that leaves us. Exactly in throw range. Sindel has crushing blows on both her front throw. Let me show you that real quick. Don't have easy crushing blows turned on. Guess you're gonna have to trust me. Let me get that turned on real quick. Oh. They are turned on, it's just I'm player 2 in this case. So she has a crushing blow on her front throw. 310 damage. She also has a crushing blow on her back throw. Does 190 damage into a DOT. So as you can tell, Sindel's throws are pretty strong. So she's a character where you want to set yourself up in situations where you can use these throws. And so that is where this comes in. Leaves you at the perfect range that you can throw. It's a 50-50. As I showed before, you're safe. So let's see the recordings that I did and see kind of what our options are. So this first recording here is going to be the AI Sindel. She does the string and she throws. So in that case, I tried to get my down one out, interrupt it. I mistimed it, so I got thrown. This time, once again mistimed it, got thrown. That's fine. That time, I did it the right timing. I didn't get thrown. Oh, or, you can tech the throw if you're a god, but it's 50-50. Failed tech means that Sindel now has that crushing blow ready. So, then you're thinking, well, alright, so she's gonna throw me. I'm going to neutral duck. And that is where I came up with my next idea. So, yeah, you can neutral duck that down to her, give her the crushing blow. But that's going to be a read, because once again, she's safe. But check out this option. This is the same string into the amplified version of Maleficent March, which is a mid. So, as you notice, that's not comboing. I delayed it enough that it doesn't combo. And so you take 140 damage, which is the exact same number as a normal throw. And that's on top of the 78 which you just took. So with this, so you can tell, I can't get a down one out. Oh, I accidentally jumped early. Gonna try to jump out. Can't jump out. Can't neutral duck it. The only thing we can do to avoid this option is block. It is unsafe for the Sindel player. Yeah, looks like you can flawless block it. That's nifty. It's not really any more... Well, hold on. See, we're learning as we record here. Alright, so now I can't flawless block it again. I'm sorry. Alright, so anyway. Maybe you can flawless block up 3 to shut that down. And still, it's an option to read. So then we have her doing the same thing into the normal cry. That's my other recording. And that is, just combos. So that is kind of the basis that I'm going to work with here in starting, I guess, the mind game or the meta here. So she can do that into Shriek, which will knock you down. That'll be the standard combo ender. Also sends you full screen so she can create some space and play her game. So let's go back here and I'll kind of put together what we saw as a proof of concept. So what we're doing here, let's just in the options. So we have our main game plan here. We forward 2-1, then you can either do the throw, which is a 50-50 between the directions that you're throwing them. And we're going to ignore the fact that it's safe, so we're going to do 4-2-1 into the throw. Or we're going to do 4-2-1. Oh. Or we're going to do 4-2-1, slight delay, and then amplify. So, either way, look at these options. Both of them do 140 damage. So a player who's trying to poke out of the throw, as you saw earlier, they will get hit by the amplified walk. A player who is... So ultimately, what we're saying here is if you want to avoid getting hit by the amplified walk, you are making yourself vulnerable to the throw. Because the ways you'd avoid a throw, you can neutral duck it, you can press a button under it. Let me bring the old recording back, well, just in case anyone doesn't know. Well, whoa, I almost went over that. So, here are the options to avoid a throw. You neutral duck it. Well, sorry, that time I jumped it. You neutral duck it. Or, I can't remember which throw I recorded. Well, or you preemptively tech it and fail. Or you tech it. So those are your throw options. That time I got escape failed, I intentionally teched the wrong way. And so now Sindel has a, huge damage throw loaded. And then to cover all of those options, now Sindel can do this delayed amplify here. I just tried to jump out, tried to poke out, and now I'm trying to neutral duck. So you can see all of those are shut down. 140 damage. So, I mean, if you ask me, I think your best bet in that situation is going to be to just block and take your chances on the throw. Because the amplified Maleficent March, that's at least unsafe. This is at least unsafe. Whereas the throw, you have a 50% chance of teching it. You might tech it the right way. And so now let's put all of this together. We have that main concept built. And just go custom. And I'll show you proof of concept. You guys are going to hate me, but I don't practice from this side, so gonna have to swap the sides around too. There we go. So let's do the same old Sindel combo. And I messed it up, but I'm sure you got the idea there. So we're doing the same combo, the variation 2 combo everyone's seen on Twitter. Boom. And there's our game. We're doing F2-1 into the mitts. And then, obviously, as you know... Oh, well, okay. Let's start it out so they get ready. There we go. As you can see, that whole thing combos. 330 damage. So, at this point, they're expecting, okay, well, that's the B&B. He's going to do it into, the March Ender. I get knocked full screen, that's fine. And then, you can start getting spicy with it. Ah, look at me dropping the combo for the video. Boom. Cancelled. Get thrown. And so then, obviously, the throw resets the damage, so you're doing more damage now, at the cost of your defensive bar. So you got 294 plus 140. Let's quickly do some math. Appears that is 434 damage. So then, you take the same thing. Oh man, look at me messing up. Okay, and so anyway, this time, if I do it right, we're going to do it into the amplified Banshee instead. And so that is what our options are. That time I didn't delay it enough. We ended up getting it comboed. But if you delay it, it doesn't combo and they can not get out. Like I already showed in the recording. Why am I dropping this? I'm obviously camera shy. And then boom, there you go. So those are your options. So we've determined that basically what we've said from there is on a read, a hard read, you might try to avoid those throws. Otherwise, you would probably just block because, honestly, punishing this is a lot better than having to deal with the throws in a lot of cases. But then, if you're blocking, you know, because you're afraid, let's set this to auto block. Auto. There we go. Still kind of getting used to her buttons. You'll have to bear with me here. She doesn't really have plus buttons. Yeah, it doesn't look like she has buttons that are plus. There's at least that, but you get the idea. If you're blocking because you don't want to because you're deciding you'll take your chance on the throw. You don't want to get hit by the amplified march. That means that she can then, you know, get juicy on you and style on you. Hit you with the forward 2-1. And then boom. Oh, you know what we can do? See, I'm just coming up with things on the spot. So, we've determined you're probably going to block so that you don't get hit by this. Then we can do the cancels, which leaves you -3, but they're blocking to avoid the amplified march. And then you can do whoops, wrong button. Standing 2, if done correctly, is +2 when you cancel into Shriek, her other screen. So anyway, it usually at worst it'll be neutral. So then you got things like boom. Alright, so these two moves cancel with different buttons. Kind of annoying, but here we are. Let's do that into 2. There we go. Boom. And then plus frames, you can style on them, and so on and so forth. So that's kind of the idea. Now this is really only for mid-screen. In the corner, let me just show you real quick. In the corner, it doesn't really matter. You can just I know there's an option. This felt faster. In the corner, you just hit confirm into that. You're +12. Do what you want. That's the easy crushing blow turned on. But yeah, so in the corner, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't bother doing that in the corner. I guess in the corner, if you really wanted to, you could end with that into just normal Shriek. And then it's +12, so that'll gel you. Plenty of options. You don't really have to worry about canceling the Maleficent march there, because there's not a ton of point. But mid-screen, off of her, you know, her little Twitter combo, which I swear I'm usually better at. Oh, I messed that up. So that I literally just came up with. It'll take some getting used to, but you got the idea. I laid out the framework. You guys figure out what to do with it. I'm sure a lot of you are better players than I am, but I wanted to get this content out there because it felt good for me. and also it's useful information. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure that you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, because there will absolutely be more videos coming to the channel in the future. This is Jolt out. Peace. And also the future ones will be more clean. Thanks. Goodbye.